Hey guys, welcome to another video. So as per usual, I'll be reviewing the Palace match against West Ham Saturday just gone. Really good result, 2-1 win in London derby, which is always good. Very good performance from us. So yeah, I'll be just going through that now. So yeah, going into the game, I was sort of like, looking at our fixtures coming up after this. I was like, we need to get something out of this game, whether it's a point, whether it's a win. We can't walk out of that ground having not got something out of the game. So going up to London Stadium, I was a bit worried, to be fair, because we haven't done that well at the London Stadium the last few seasons. So I was thinking, let's see how the team is, how is Hodgson going to set up. And when I saw the team, okay, it was similar. It was pretty much the same last week. Obviously, we had to take Luca out because he was suspended, and James McCarthy came in. So I was looking at the team, I was thinking, okay, so he's going a bit defensive. Okay, maybe counter-attack, and we'll see what happens. And looking at the first half, we did get a few chances. We looked very solid at the back. We did attack a little bit, but ultimately West Ham were on top. If they had put their chances away, then yeah, it could have been a different game. And a fantastic save from Greater in the first half. Greater is really doing well this season, really showing sort of his true colours. When he first came in, he was making a little bit of errors, but we've seen all the top keepers do that. We've seen Alisson had a couple of errors when he first came in. Edison, De Gea when he first came to the Premier League. So every keeper's going to have that little blip. I really feel he's a solid keeper that we've sort of lacked since sort of Speroni back in the Championship days when he was really solid for us. Hennessy's done his bit for us. He's still a good backup keeper. I can see him still playing in the cups, but Guaita's our main league keeper now. So yeah, really good save from Guaita in the first half. So going into it 0-0 in the first half, I was like, okay, we're still in the game, we're playing okay, just got to get a bit more of a forward threat. So they were getting on Zaha, but then again, everyone does. Ayew was doing as usual, he was getting in there, showing his effort, which is good from Ayew as always. Slot was doing okay. Van Aanholt, was doing much better going forward than he has been. And Kouyaté, he was against his old club, so he had a point to prove, he wanted to do a good performance. And yeah, I think Kouyaté did play well. Anyway, going into the second half, we actually started okay. We had a few chances, and I was thinking, okay, here we go. But then, a really, really good move, to be fair, from West Ham. Really good team goal, ended in, low crossed in the box, which if Van Aanholt had got a little bit tighter, or maybe put a foot in, it might not have gone in. But anyway, that's the game. The game is Saturday now, it doesn't matter. But a really good finish by the new signing Haller, who, as I said in my previous video, I was a bit worried about going into the game. And yeah, he got the goal. And I was sort of thinking, oh no, here we go. But yeah, we actually responded really well. Some really good play. And yeah, we were fighting for it, getting, Wilf into the game a bit more. And yeah, then eventually we were pushing and pushing. We managed to get a penalty. And a few West Ham fans going, oh, it wouldn't have been a penalty. But Rice literally puts his hand up like that and blocks the ball. I'm sorry, but as Kouyaté headed that, the arm doesn't naturally just come up like that. So it's blatant penalty. You don't even need VAR for that. And yeah, this is where I was a bit like, when we did get the penalty, I was like, oh my God, Luca's not here. He scores our penalty. So I thought Zaha was going to take it. And then, PVA stood up, Van Aanholt, and yeah, it was a really, really good penalty from Van Aanholt. He was stepping up, standing up to be counted. And yeah, then I think we got in West Ham's head a bit. We were sort of in the game a lot more. Zaha was causing them a lot of problems. And yeah, it was a really good performance, really solid. We were solid at the back. Kelly and Cahill doing really well. Looks like they've got themselves a good partnership. Joel Ward was very solid. And yeah, I think we were on top of the game. I mean, obviously the stats, people are going to look at it and say, oh, you had less shots, but, we had more possession, we were controlling the game without really testing West Ham's back line that much. But, once that equaliser had come in, I felt we were on top of the game. Anyway, it was going towards, their last sort of 10 minutes, and I was thinking, okay, good point going into next fixtures. It'd be great if we could get a goal. And we did. Absolute crazy, honestly. Like when Kelly headed that ball in, so it was late, Kouyaté got it out to Kelly. Kelly headed the ball in through the box, and Ayew scored from close range. Obviously, Palace fans were going mental. I ended up going like 2 rows down from where I was sitting, as you do at away days. And then I saw the offside flag. I was like, oh no, not again, as I've had that before. And then I saw obviously the VAR sign on the screen. I was like, oh my god. But the length of time that it took, I've spoken about this in my VAR video I did a month or so ago. The time it took, we were sitting there for like, well not sitting there, but we were standing there for like a good minute or so, minute and a half, something like that, waiting for a decision. We were like, is it a goal, is it not a goal? There were no replays going on the screen, so you didn't, you were like, is it for Kelly offside? Is it Ayew offside? And yeah, when it came up goal, absolute scenes in the Palace end. And we were like, oh my god, 2-1, fantastic win. And yeah, it really helps us going into that next game. Obviously, the West Ham fans, are going to be angry about it. And I've seen countless posts on, West Ham fan accounts about the way the VAR decision's been given, the lines that they draw. And I do agree with you look at the lines when they're analysing the offside, and it doesn't seem that some of them are straight, and it seems that, where they should be measuring on the bodies, it doesn't look like quite level. So it is really hard to tell whether Ayew was onside or offside. It is that really close decision that you're like, that is a bit, even Hodgson in his post-match interview said it was quite a harsh decision on West Ham. And, Mark Noble, which was kind of a bit like, salty to be fair in his post-match interview. And he was like, oh yeah, West Ham scored, a good footballing goal today, the only footballing goal. And it's like, shut up, mate. West Ham will get their decisions with VAR, in the future. They will. It's going to happen to every single club. It's the first time we've actually had sort of that incident. Obviously we've had the Grealish one, and now this one. We're probably going to have one against us in the next 2 games. It's going to happen. At the end of the day, I have looked back at it, and I do agree with what some West Ham fans are saying about the way the lines are measured, but I think it is onside. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Palace fan. People are going to disagree with me, obviously, but I have looked at it many times, and I think it is onside. So I think it is a genuine goal. At the end of the day, great result, a 2-1 win. Going into our next fixtures, we've got Man City, at home, which, after their shock loss yesterday to Wolves, I'm thinking, are they going to absolutely just come out and just destroy us? Because, you look, when they lost to Norwich at their it was at Norwich. When they lost to Norwich at Carrow Road, you're like, oh my god. And they come out the next match, absolutely, demolish Watford 8-0. And I'm worried that they might do that to us, losing 2-0 to Wolves. Wolves showed other teams how to play against Man City. Soak up the pressure, counter-attack, and, go at their weakness, their centre-backs. It's a bit naive for Man City to buy, obviously they bought Rodri to replace Fernandinho, but, with company going, and you had Stones injured, Laporte is their best centre-back injured, you'd think, when you go in for a centre-back, and he just hasn't. I mean, Otamendi, he's just absolutely awful. He's not a, league-winning, he's not a centre-back you'd associate with a title-winning team. He's absolutely awful on the ball. You pressure him and he crumbles. And Fernandinho, he's solid, but he's not a centre-back. So, Wolves, Wolves went for that centre-back, or they went for the centre, the middle, and, that proved to be the dividends. Traore scored twice, and Wolves got the 3 points. So, Man City already 8 points behind Liverpool, so, they're going to want to put that right against us. Can we get a result? Who knows? I hope so, but it is going to be very hard. Now after that, we've got Arsenal away. We've had a few decent results against them the last few seasons, so let's see what happens with that. Then going in, we've got Leicester at home. It's going to be a tough game. Then Chelsea away, and then Liverpool at home. So some really hard fixtures. So you can see what I mean when I meant going into the game on Saturday. Like, we had to get something out of that game. Now we're 6th, I think. If we're time recording this video, we're 6th at the moment. So it is a good position to be in. It gives us that buffer. We're 7 points clear from the relegation zone. So yeah, we can really afford just to sort of go into those games like we've got nothing to lose. Obviously, we don't want to go out there and get battered, like Watford did. We want to go out there, put in a good performance, maybe nick a goal there here or there. But, don't go out there and lose, 4 or 5-0. Put some respect on our name. A good performance. We can do it. We've done it before. We beat Man City last season. We beat Arsenal last season. We can get results against those big teams. So who knows? And yeah, going back to the game on Saturday. So I really, when we signed Gary Cahill, I was sort of like, oh no, great. And a slow centre back. His career's basically done. He wasn't played last season at all. I just thought it's ridiculous, because I thought our centre backs that we had, even though they're okay, they are slow. And buying another slow centre back, I was like, oh, for God's sake, this is going to be ridiculous. I don't get me wrong, I do still think he is slow, but what he lacks for his pace, his knowledge of the game, his presence of mind, his solidness, the way he leads the line, because he was captain on Saturday with Luca being suspended, and the way he organised, marshalled the back line, it shows us, the experience he's got, the cool head in the situations, when to clear it, when to pass it back, and it was a really solid performance from Cahill, really solid, and that's what we needed. We sort of had that when we're under the cosh, someone's made a mistake, or when someone should have cleared it, they've tried to pass it back, and the opposition have scored from it. But Cahill, you can see he was telling Kelly, get it out. Van Aanholt, release it. Ward, clear it. All that stuff. He was letting Guaita, if he could pass it out, if we had time, pass it out. And yeah, he just looked really comfortable. And it looks like, barring obviously he doesn't get injured, he's going to be the main man on our defence this season. And I thought, to be fair, Martin Kelly did look really solid alongside him. He does get a bit of stick, Martin Kelly, because sometimes he's looks like he shouldn't be in a Premier League team, and then he can put a performance of his life in. But having that experience, with Gary Cahill in there, I think he's only going to get better. I think Sacco, he's still got to build up his match fitness before he comes back in. Obviously, Tompkins being back on a bench, that's great. Hopefully we'll see him back in this season. We obviously had Camarasa on the bench, Maya, there's Benteke, you had Townsend on there who came on. So yeah, it is looking a bit solid. Obviously, again, as I said nearly in every video, I think we do need 3 reinforcements in January. But the way we've started the season, very positive. Apart from that, slip up against Sheffield United, and obviously that losing the cup to Colchester. Apart from those 2 results, and obviously losing to Tottenham away 4-0. Apart from those 3 results, we have had a good start to the season. Being 6th at this stage after 7-8 games, is good. Is very good, and I'm very happy with the way the season's going so far. Obviously, the next few games are going to show. They're not the game's going to get judged on, but it's going to show how much character we have. If we do lose it, say 3-4-0, which obviously I hope we don't. If we do, how we're going to bounce back after. Are we going to put in a more defensive performance, or are you going to go attacking? You know, we need to. That's what we've got to do. Stand up and be counted. You know, these aren't the games going to get judged on, but you know, if we do nick a result, they're here and there. It'd be great. And yeah, so great performance, 2-1 against West Ham. You know, hopefully their fans have stopped crying about the result now, and just accepted it. Because, you know, as I said, they're going to get a decision like that, you know, where it gives them the 3 points, gives them the point, whatever. And, you know, they'll be going, oh my God, VAR is great. And, you know, that's... So, you know, a bit of saltiness there from West Ham. You sort of expect that. You know, I have a team that their best song is about blowing bubbles. So, you know, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. And yeah, really great performance. As I said, crucial 3 points going into international break. Leaves us in 6th place. 14 points, so very good collection of points there. And yeah, next game, Man City at home. Let's see what happens. Obviously, the onus is on them, with them being 8 points behind Liverpool. But yeah, evening kickoff. You know, the Palace fans will be right up for it. And yeah, let's hope for a good result. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe if you come across this. It really helped me out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which will be Man City at home. Take care, guys, and have a good day.